Do you hear that? Yeah, do you hear that? It's the sound you've all been waiting for. Another year of the 25 Days of MMR Xmas. From December 1st all the way to December 25th, I'll review one holiday movie and lead up to the big holly jolly day. Enjoy! Ho ho ho! Krampus is a 2015 American dark comedy horror film based on the eponymous character from Austro-Bavarian folklore. Written and directed by Michael Dougherty and co-written by Todd Casey and Zach Shields. The film stars Adam Scott, Toni Collette, David Kushner, Allison Tolman, Conchata Farrell, MJ Anthony, it's Stefani Levive Owen, and Krista Stadler. The plot of this film is about a boy who has a bad Christmas due to his dysfunctional family, which leads him to accidentally summoning a festive demon to his family home and terrorizing them. The second Christmas-themed horror film that I'm reviewing in the lineup. On paper, it seems like a film that has no business being a major motion picture being released in theaters and should be released straight to DVD and your local streaming services, but in execution, it's a surprisingly competent film that succeeds in more ways than one in its premise. First off, I like the way the characters are portrayed in this film. They're not over-the-top stereotypes of like the nasty and mean family we see in cinema usually. They actually have depth and layer to them, and you really start to become invested and care about them as the film goes on. And I like that. Writers and directors should really take more notes from Krampus on how to write and direct their characters. Another thing that Krampus did really well was the puppeteer work. If you didn't already know, this film didn't use a lot of CGI, so the few scenes that we saw on Krampus were actually practical effects, and his minions were all puppets as well. It was awesome, and the ending was generally shocking. It didn't follow that typical horror film cliche endings where characters die or jump scare at the end. No, Krampus actually had an ending where you felt bad and actually dread for the characters, and it was perfect. This shows you can make a horror movie ending that doesn't need a jump scare at the end. The only negative I have to say about Krampus isn't about the actual movie or anything in it itself, but to what it started. You see, Krampus was released back in 2015, and since then, we've had a resurgence in Christmas-themed horror movies. And I swear, I've seen like 8 different Krampus movies at like Redbox and like just Microsoft and PlayStation Store. It's ridiculous. It's baffling. Just stop it. There's no more Krampus movies, please. Krampus was released on December 4th, 2015 on a budget of $15 million. After its run at the box office, it will go on to make $61.5 million. Overall, Krampus is what I believe is one of the most underrated films of the 2010s. I think because it has the label of being a holiday horror film, that's not fair. Give it a watch. I'm going to give Krampus a 7.2 out of 10.